What if the very first thing you do every morning, before breakfast, before water, before sunlight, is silently programming your body for stress? What if that habit feels productive, feels energizing, feels harmless, but inside your body, it's triggering a stress response so powerful that it raises your cortisol levels by up to 50%? And what if this one mistake is the reason you feel anxious, tired, bloated, unfocused, or exhausted later in the day, even though you drink coffee every morning? Stay with me until the end of this video, because once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you may never drink your morning coffee the same way again. And before we go deeper, take a second to subscribe to this channel. We break down hidden health habits that most people never question, habits that quietly drain your energy, disrupt your hormones, and accelerate aging without you realizing it. Now let's talk about something millions of people do every single morning. You wake up, your alarm goes off, your eyes are barely open. You reach for your phone, and then, almost automatically, you reach for coffee. No food, no water, just coffee. For many people, this feels like survival. They say things like, "I can't function without my morning coffee. I need coffee to wake up." Coffee is healthy. It has antioxidants. And they're not wrong. Coffee can be healthy. But timing matters more than the drink itself. Here's what most people don't realize. When you wake up in the morning, your body is already under controlled stress. That stress is intentional. It's biological. It's called the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. But cortisol is not evil. It's essential. Cortisol helps you wake up, stay alert, mobilize energy, control blood sugar, handle emergencies. Every morning, cortisol naturally rises to help you transition from sleep to wakefulness. This rise is supposed to be smooth, temporary, and balanced. Now imagine this. Your cortisol is already elevated. Your blood sugar is low. Your stomach is empty. Your nervous system is sensitive, and then you pour caffeine into your body. That's where the problem begins. Caffeine doesn't just wake you up. Caffeine activates your stress response. It tells your brain, something important is happening. Be alert. Be ready. Be tense. On an empty stomach, this signal becomes much stronger. So instead of a gentle morning rise in energy, your cortisol spikes, in some people, dramatically. Research shows that caffeine stimulates the adrenal glands, the organs responsible for producing cortisol. When consumed on an empty stomach, cortisol output can rise 30 to 50% higher than normal. You don't feel stressed. You feel sharp, focused, awake. But that feeling is artificial. It's borrowed energy. This is why so many people say, "I feel great after coffee, but later I crash. I feel anxious after my second cup. I'm tired all day but wired at night." The damage doesn't show immediately, it shows later. Over time, this daily cortisol spike starts affecting hormones, metabolism, sleep, digestion, mental health. But because coffee is socially accepted, even celebrated, nobody questions it. And here's something important. This isn't about quitting coffee. This is about drinking coffee the wrong way. Let's walk through your morning from the inside. You wake up. Your body has been fasting for 7 to 9 hours. Your blood sugar is low. Your stomach is empty. Your nervous system is shifting from parasympathetic, rest mode, to sympathetic, alert mode. This transition is delicate. Now you drink coffee. Within 10 to 15 minutes, caffeine enters your bloodstream. Its first action? It blocks adenosine, the chemical responsible for making you feel sleepy. This is why you feel alert. But blocking adenosine causes a chain reaction. Your brain responds by releasing adrenaline, noradrenaline, cortisol. These are fight-or-flight hormones. Your heart rate increases, your blood pressure rises, your body prepares for action. Because your stomach is empty, caffeine absorbs faster and stronger. There is no food to slow it down, no buffer, no protection. The stress response becomes amplified. Your cortisol rises sharply. Cortisol's job is to raise blood sugar. So your body releases stored glucose. This gives you temporary energy, but it also creates instability. This instability leads to energy spikes, energy crashes. mood swings, sugar cravings, afternoon fatigue. And when the crash hits, what do people do? They drink more coffee. Now let's talk about your gut. Coffee stimulates stomach acid. On an empty stomach, excess acid can irritate the stomach lining, trigger acid reflux, cause nausea, lead to gastritis over time. Chronic gut irritation increases inflammation. Inflammation raises cortisol. Another vicious cycle. Now let's talk about anxiety. High cortisol sensitizes your nervous system. This makes you more reactive, more anxious, less emotionally resilient. This is why people who drink coffee on an empty stomach often say, "I feel nervous for no reason. My hands shake. My heart races." They blame stress. But the stress started in their cup. Repeated cortisol spikes reprogram your body. Your system adapts, but adaptation doesn't mean improvement, it means survival. Over time, chronic cortisol elevation leads to belly fat storage, muscle breakdown, insulin resistance, hormonal imbalance, poor sleep quality. Your body stays in survival mode even when there's no danger, and this affects sleep. High morning cortisol suppresses melatonin later at night. This leads to difficulty falling asleep, shallow sleep, night awakenings. So you wake up tired and reach for coffee again. This cycle repeats daily, and most people never realize why they feel exhausted, anxious, and stuck. But now you know. And the solution is not quitting coffee. How to drink coffee without damaging your body. You don't need to give up coffee, you just need to change when and how you drink it. The first rule is simple. Never stimulate before you nourish. Food signals safety. Food tells your nervous system, we are not starving. There is no emergency. Even a small meal can dramatically reduce cortisol spikes. A simple breakfast works. Eggs, Greek yogurt, oatmeal, fruit with nuts, protein smoothie. Protein and healthy fats are especially powerful. They stabilize blood sugar. They calm the stress response. The second rule is hydration. Most people wake up dehydrated. Dehydration itself raises cortisol. Before coffee, drink 1 or 2 glasses of water. Add electrolytes if possible. This alone can change how your body responds to caffeine. The third rule is timing. Delay coffee 60 to 90 minutes after waking. This allows natural cortisol peak to pass, stable energy, fewer crashes, better focus. This is why high-performance individuals don't drink coffee immediately after waking. They work with their biology. The fourth rule is listening to your body. If you wake up already anxious, coffee will make it worse. On those days, eat first, move gently. Choose herbal tea. Caffeine is a tool, not a requirement. Now imagine this version of your morning. You wake up, you hydrate, you eat, you move lightly. Then you enjoy your coffee. No jitters, no crash, no anxiety, just clean, steady energy. This one habit can improve sleep, reduce stress, balance hormones, increase productivity, protect long-term health, and most people never learn it. If you've been drinking coffee on an empty stomach for years, don't worry, your body is resilient. Start tomorrow. One better choice. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt anxious, shaky, or exhausted after your morning coffee? If yes, comment coffee below. And if this video helped you understand your body better, subscribe, because your health decisions today shape your energy for the rest of your life. Your mornings matter, your hormones matter, and now you know the truth.